much.
I know. I'm taking this live. This is live right now. So I want this just a very small hangout. Really, I don't want it to go on for hours or whatever. But I want to show how to create a live hangout on air with live chat.
Awesome.
Okay. Now, you don't know how to do that, do you, John?
No.
Okay. I've invited Mocha as well. Mocha's planning on hosting a hangout tomorrow.
Cool.
So I think she needs to know how to do this as well, because there's 2 or 3 ways to do it. So if anybody's watching this video live or is watching it after it's recorded and you know how to do this, then please switch off. I'm not going to be offended. But I had to be told about this.
Right.
I'm not a nerd. Really, I'm not that into computers and stuff. I ended up tuning out maybe 5 years ago, and I got into like console gaming and stuff like that, and I played console games. Excuse me, and I knew what technology is all about, and I know what you need to have on your computer if you want to like play a game on your PC. But I'm not a nerd. It's like I'm never going to do those things. It's just, but I know what to do, if that makes sense.
Right. No, it does.
So, anyway,
I appreciate it, man.
How you doing, Jim? That's all right, pal.
It's
I'll see if Mocha wants to join. Then I'm just going to share screens and I'll show you how to do this. It's really easy, dude. It's really easy.
Somebody showed you how to do that, because I didn't know that you knew how to do that.
Well, if you look at maybe I should wait and sort of explain this. It'll be easier when I can share the screen.
Yeah, that was pretty cool last night. Us all watching that together.
Yeah, well, that's what got that hangout barred, because then this is a very strange thing, because there's nobody watching it, so I don't give a fuck. When I shared that video of the Bradford City fire, now people own that content, or a news corporation owns that. Strictly speaking, an English news corporation called ITV, which is like Channel 3 in England. Like you've got BBC One, or I always used to be anyway. It's not that anymore, but it used to be BBC One, BBC Two, and then you got ITV, which is on 3, and then you got Channel 4, which is on 4. So yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all. But having said that, that clip I played, with the Bradford City fire, is a very contentious thing. There used to be a massive backlash on anybody ever showing that ever again in Bradford. This was years ago. We're talking about like free speech and things like that. Like, let's say and show the things that have actually happened. This is something that's just come to mind actually. But about 10 or 15 years ago, 5 years after this happened, people were saying that, we don't need to show this anymore. Can we just stop showing this clip? Because it's too upsetting.
That brings an interesting question, man. When things are published, they get a copyright, and that copyright only lasts for so long. And I think you said that was in the 80s, but with YouTube, things get like their own brand new copyright because it's on a new platform. I would say. I guess,
yeah. It was 1985 when that happened.
Yeah. So other than YouTube, that
I would
probably
say 1982, 1980, whatever. It was 1985.
Yeah.
So this is before the age of the internet.
Right.
The internet was not even invented at that point, really.
Right. They probably didn't even anticipate that. You know what I mean?
Of course not. Of course. But there was still that. My point is that there was still that sort of self censorship going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, this was really bad and it was horrible and awful and nobody wants to see this anymore. Can we stop showing it? And news organizations agreed that we would stop showing this. And to actually, the clip I showed is a firefighting video. So it's what to do. This is for firefighters, trainee firefighters who will watch this as part of their like training thing.
Yeah.
So do you see how fast this fire spread?
Right. It was when I saw it,
went from absolutely nothing. Yeah, it went from a joke to a tragedy within 3 minutes.
Right.
And that's how fast these things happen. And that was the point of that video. But
even down to elementary things like stop, drop, and roll. Like that guy was on fire and he was running, and eventually the police threw him on the ground. You know, started hitting him with the jackets and stuff. But I mean, you could just see elementary things you could learn in that.
yeah, I mean, but this is before you were born.
Yeah, yeah, way before I was born.
Oh, wait, I mean, this is 1985. I was 15.
Yeah.
I was 15, and I'm 45. This is 30 years ago.
Wow.
So it's, I mean, fuck. It was awful.
I actually used to be a
Absolutely terrible
firefighter.
at the time. You used to be a firefighter. Yeah, I know there's a lot of voluntary firefighters in America. A lot of people don't even realize that. Like
Yeah.
most firefighting sort of organizations are made up from voluntary people.
Yeah, I was a volunteer.
That have a regular full-time job, and they will then go and fight fires.
Yeah, that's what I did.
For free, unpaid. They will just go do it.
It's really good for a job resume.
Well, it is, yeah, but you don't do it for that reason.
No, of course not. But in the long-term effects, it's helped me.
Hell yeah,
my character.
Yeah.
And
it
stuff.
shows an absolute, yeah, absolutely. It shows your character as a person. Yeah. Strangely enough, I was talking to my son tonight about that, and he's 6, going on 7. He'll be 7 in January, and he isn't supposed to play the Xbox through the week, and generally we don't let him do it. Like, you know, he gets to play on a Friday night and a Saturday, and he can play his racing games and whatnot. He doesn't play anything like Call of Duty or anything because he's 7, but he'll play racing games. He loves cars and all that kind of thing. So he was playing this game tonight, and he came to me crying, and I didn't get mad with him, but I was like, Xander, there's no need for this. You don't need to cry over something so irrelevant. And he kind of understood what I meant. He's like, yeah, Daddy, I'm sorry. You know, like after 5 minutes, he's like, yeah, I was kind of wrong to say, you know, there are bigger things out there, and I didn't mean to cry and all this kind of thing. That's how I want to bring my kids up. Not like,
that's cool that he comprehends that much at that age. You know what I mean?
He's a very intelligent boy.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it that got him upset?
Oh, I have no idea, John. No idea. It's some stupid thing on the game. It was literally nothing. Yeah, it would have been literally nothing.
Yeah.
You know what a 6-year-old gets upset about is irrelevant.
Right.
To a 45-year-old. It's
right.
never going to be anything important. Having said that, as a parent, you do need to take that seriously. You know, to a degree, when you're a parent, you have to listen to them and understand, and at least try and understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that makes sense.
No, it does. It does.
I know. Are you a parent?
Yeah. I have my son. He'll be 10 months old in 2 days. But the way I am, I'm very non-empathetic. Like if he falls or something, I just tell him to get up. But my wife, you know, she's the very opposite, and you need both. But no, and I relate to you, and I feel like I'd be a lot more like that. Like, you know, there are bigger things, and you know, child development is a very hard thing, but you seem to be pretty good at it.
Well, it's something that the older people learn as they do it. And that's the thing. It's not like that is not something that's going to come to you. You know how to be a parent.
Right.
It's something that you just pick up.
Especially at my age when I'm still working on myself, you know, like I don't have the patience.
Yeah, that must be kind of a strange thing because I mean, I wasn't a parent until I was older than 35. I can't quite recall how old I was at that time, but I'm 38. I was 38 or something when I was a child. When I was a parent, I'm sorry. And it is a very strange thing. I
don't know how it is relative to other countries.
It's very encroaching on what you do yourself as a person.
Right.
Because this other person now needs your full attention.
Yeah.
Even though they're only 0 years old. They need your entire attention. They need it all the time, right now. All of it right now. Thank you very much. You have no choice. You've got to do it.
No, it's been a very good learning experience for me. I've got to learn a lot about what love really is. You know, we think at a young age that love is about getting a lot, and it's about giving. And he's taught me that, and he's taught me what it is to. He doesn't care what mood I'm in. He doesn't care how my day was. He loves me, and he wants to be happy, and he wants to have a good time. And he's like that with other people. He doesn't know them, and I mean, it just teaches us all, like, you know, we can love each other, and love is the greatest thing in the world.
But that's the thing, John. It won't teach us all.
Yeah.
Because what you just said there will be overlooked by 10 million people.
Yeah, and I know I'm getting philosophical and shit, but
no, because the point you made is absolutely valid. Unfortunately, it will be ignored.
Yeah. Yeah, and
And
we
that's
talk
the
about
thing.
so many things, and we hash out things that are very important and that need to be hashed out. But
Yeah, but even Devon, right? Devon is not a parent, so he
right,
won't. He will attempt to understand this. Like if you ever listen to it, I'm sure he's heard it before about parent. Being a parent, it's only a concept if you're not a parent.
right,
But once you are a parent, it becomes a very real thing.
yeah, and
And
when you
you are
choose
not.
to be a parent,
Well, nobody chooses really to be a parent.
well, some
Really,
people choose not to be. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, people do choose not to be a parent, and those are the people with children. But
yeah,
most people, well, most people don't even think about it. Why would you choose? Why would you think about not being a parent? Because
right,
that doesn't even make any sense.
right. But
But once
like,
you, but my point is, once you are a parent,
yeah,
and you have those people, very small people who are just relying on you and want to know you and want to love on you, it can be in equal measures overbearing, amazing, and all the rest of it. It's very straight. I mean, unless you've actually gone through it,
yeah,
it's a, it's a strange, unreal, amazing, terrible experience.
right.
If
And
that
there's,
makes sense.
do you remember when your children were first born?
My daughter, yes, because I saw her
Yeah,
come out of my wife's vagina.
the day that they're born, I mean, it changes your whole life, especially with your
No, it
first kid.
didn't. No, but now you say that, John, right? And I would disagree with that
Okay,
because
well,
it doesn't. It doesn't just change your life because no human being can. Well, I don't know. Well, this is my opinion anyway.
yeah,
When my daughter was born, in September of 2013, what year are we in? 2015, 24, whatever. She's over 2 now. She's more than 2. Um, she's a lot of shit. Uh, when she was born, I didn't like. I was there at the birth, right? I literally at the birth. Like the baby got pulled out of her vagina, and the umbilical cord got cut, and she got weighed, and she got sort of dried off, and then handed to me. Not my wife. I held her before my wife did. Now
yeah,
that in itself doesn't mean anything whatsoever. As much people like to put this importance on it, right?
hmm,
That oh my god, it was so beautiful. Like it is an amazing experience. It really is. But when your wife, because she's had an epidural, so she's numb from the waist down, and she shit herself, right?
hmm,
Because she's pushing and all that kind of thing, and there's like
yeah,
turds at the bottom of the bed. And the doctors don't give a fuck. But you don't hear about that
right,
when that's happening. But that was just like, oh yeah, well that happened, so no big deal. You'd expect that. And that's what goes on in a man's head at 42 years old as I was at the time. Like you don't care, I mean, it's just well, whatever. Who gives a fuck? It was cleared up very quickly. It's just whatever.
yeah,
But once she came out and she started screaming and stuff, then you kind of realize, well, this is an absolutely brand new person that knows absolutely nothing about anything ever.
yeah.
That's kind of amazing. That is the amazing part of it to me.
Would you say that you fall in love? Like it's like I know it sounds so
I didn't.
corny, but like
No,
love at first sight.
no, no,
We're on
definitely
opposite
not.
ends of the spectrum.
No, well, yeah, well, you're half my age. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. Well, and then
I saw my daughter, and I just, in some respects, I can view it in equal measures. I see it as a brand new person, like I just said, that's amazing, and I want to meet her. But there's nothing to know about that person.
right,
She's going to be interesting to talk to.
right.
She's just going to wail a little bit and then fall asleep, because that's what babies do.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
especially newborn babies, right? They don't do anything at all. They'll just be
See, you
asleep
knew all
for
that. You knew
20
all
years.
of that because this is your second kid, right?
No, I wasn't there for my son's birth.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. But I
Which
mean,
I did explain in the hangout that was taken down. So if anybody's listening to this, all 4 people, I think it's 4 people, yeah, that are listening to this, I wasn't there at my son's birth. It wasn't my fault. Ultimately, it wasn't my fault. I just wasn't there.
but this was the
That
first
was
birth that
difficult.
you
That was very
experienced.
difficult. Yeah, but the
Yeah,
problems that gives is entirely different.
yeah,
And I don't have problems with my kids, but the relationship that I have with my daughter, because I was there from the minute she was born, I'm all over her. I'm all over her like a fucking rash.
Yeah.
I know what she's like. I know when she's playing up. I know when she's just trying to get attention and all those other things. But I didn't know that with my son because I didn't see him till he was a baby and a half.
Yeah.
But there's nothing I can do about that. And
Yeah.
we will
Yeah.
work that out. It will get worked out, you know. But, you know.
So, and didn't you say that your father wasn't there when you were growing up?
Not really. I mean, he was there. I mean, my dad's not a bad guy. My mom's
Right.
dead. You know, my mom died in 2003, so she's been gone for a long time. But my dad lives in Lincoln, and he's been married like I think three times.
Okay. Okay.
Married to my mom for 25 years.
Wow.
And then got a divorce. And it was my mom that did it. It wasn't my dad. My mom was like, I'm sick of this shit. I want to get out of it type thing. So that ended. And that caused obviously chaos within the family unit because at the time I was 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And my brother was 14 or 15. And my younger sister, she was like 10 or 11. There's like 2 years apart-ish between the three of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the middle kid. So that was a weird experience. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, recommend it. Like anybody would have a choice, but I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Around me, and it was like, I'm doing this. You know, like I get to do this, and I never had that, but I get to be that person that was always not there. You know, like it was like a blank space, and now I felt like I'm filling that space, and I don't know. It was really cool and really surreal.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I do. I have one sister, but I have brothers and sisters
Younger
from my
or older?
dad. I have an older sister and then a bunch of other brothers and sisters I've never met. They live with my dad.
Like half brothers, half
Yeah,
sisters?
yeah, half brothers and half sisters. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my family on my dad's side is very, very large, but I mean, I have no input on that whatsoever, really. My dad is from 7 brothers, I think, or six or 7 brothers, and I think one sister. And most of them, I think he comes from 5 brothers and 1 sister. I think that's right. And 2 of the brothers are dead, and 3 of them alive. And my dad's isn't the oldest one, and he's 83. And his oldest brother is 92 or something like that. And last I heard, he's still ticking on. He's just fine. He's not using a walker or anything like that. He's like fairly fit and healthy, as you can be in your early 90s.
Would you say that he's like a grumpy guy?
Who, my dad?
Yeah.
He got grumpy.
I'm just imagining like a you, but like an older version, just sitting on a porch.
Actually, think about
these goddamn Muslims.
No, well, you see, when my dad was young,
Mm-hmm.
when I was young, should I say, and I had that kind of like the relationship that I have with my son now, that would have been in 1976, 1977, when my dad was having that relationship with me. Now, in 1977, my dad was still. He was older than I am. He was almost in his 50s. He was in his 50s.
Wow.
At that age. So, although there are some similarities, I mean, I'm not that far away from how old I was from my dad when he had a kid, and he'd already had a kid. I was the second one, blah, 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 blah. So, but the question you just asked there, was he a grumpy dad? That's quite interesting, actually. Yeah, I suppose he was.
Do you think that had an effect on on your parenting, or
on my parenting? Perhaps it might do. Actually, I'm not going to deny that one. I'd have to give it some more thought. And that's one of the reasons why I like doing these things, because you'll ask me a question that I would never expect.
I think it inadvertently does. I mean, whether you even know it or not, like I think a lot of, and not just parenting, but just your childhood in general. You know what I mean? It's a nature versus nurture argument, but.
Well, parenting, full stop. Like, you'll go to school and you'll, in some respects, be taught how to be an adult.
Right.
Or their best guess or whatever, right? So you'll get some ideas, like sex education and things like that, right? And you'll obviously be taught to be nice to other people and not to go around shooting people or whatever, right? Just a basic short shit.
Yeah.
But nobody tells you how to be a parent.
Right.
That's the weird thing, right? Now, I'm glad I wasn't a parent at your age. because at 22, you're 22, John?
Yeah.
So at 22, I was still in my first relationship, basically. Or I was just getting out of my first relationship, one or the other. I was so young and dumb and idiotic.
Yeah.
Making so many bad choices about so many different things at that age.
Yeah.
But I was the only person that ever dragged myself out of it.
Right.
You know, so I hold myself to a high standard because I know the things I've been through, and I haven't had any help family-wise. Even when I was in England, you know, I know they're now 5,000 miles away, but even when I was there, we weren't any closer. You know what I mean? I was an hour or two away from my dad, and we didn't see each other every month. It would be every 6 months. You know what I mean? So it's, you know, it's kind of weird. I don't expect my offspring to be my best friend.
Yeah.
Although I would like it if they could be. If they end up being my best friend and they end up being good people, then I would say that I've done a good job. But the main thing is that I want them to be my friend. Just because I made them,
Right.
you know, had sex with their mom,
Right.
doesn't give me any right to be anything with them.
Right.
But that's the way I see my family as well. It's like, just because I have a brother that I am, you know, physically related to through blood or whatever, came from the same pair of loins, that means nothing to me. Unless we're actually going to be friends and we're going to, you know, at least back each other up, and we're going to, you know, do those friendly things. We're going to hang out. We're going to, not physically, you know, I know that's difficult in this age when, and I know me and you aren't too far apart. My wife's a lot closer to you than I am right now. I don't know. That part of it's more important.
Right.
You know,
Kind of just growing that relationship and getting it to where you want it to be, and meeting them in the middle.
Well, I don't. Yeah, well, I mean, talking about my kids, I mean, I would love to have conversations with my son when he's old enough to have them.
And you will.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You know, he sounds like a smart kid, and smart people thirst for knowledge, and I mean, he's going to go straight to you.
Yeah, he's a very intelligent boy, very intelligent, and he's recently joined the Cub Scouts of America.
I remember you told me about that. Yeah.
Mm.
Devin kind of helped influence that.
He influenced me because I was against him doing that because of the God thing.
Right.
But I mean, I know the way I saw it is if Devin ended up being an Eagle Scout, then you can't do my son any wrong, and he loves it. My son absolutely loves it. So, and that makes me laugh as well. This bullying thing with Devin, right? People always bring up that, like, Devin made the comment, "Oh, I used to punch you when you were a kid at school and steal your milk money." He's made comments such as that. Like, you wouldn't be able to do that and then be an Eagle Scout. If you were a bully at school, you're not going to be an Eagle Scout,
right?
Because the school contact the scouts and say, "Do you realize this guy's a fucking dick? You realize he's punching people in the face at school?"
To me,
it never happened. That never happened. It's just a joke.
As much time and effort that he puts into doing it now, he seems like he would have been that guy that would have stood up for somebody. You know what I mean? He would have stood up for that guy that was being bullied, because that's what he does now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he attacks the bully. You see what I'm saying? Like Jank and Reza and all these people. I never see it as him being the bully. I've always seen it as him attacking those people, because if you look at what they're doing, it's, you know, a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah, it's blatantly clear.
He has never said anything that is worse than the people that he's attacking has said about other people. You know what I mean? And it's not even him personally. I mean, it's just him standing up for somebody.
Yeah, he loves those personal jibes, and I like them too. Like, I've used it on Twitter. Like, if I'm when the whole Josh thing was going on, and his fans would pipe up, and then you'd see what these people look like, right? And I'll show my face online anytime, right? But these people look like such dweebs. So I would grab their screen sort of cap and say, and I wouldn't make it myself, but I would send these pictures of these, just of their face, just of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would send it to themselves, and they don't like it.
Right.
If that makes sense.
No, yeah, it does.
Hey, Mocha.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi, Mocha.
How you doing?
Hello.
You have an awesome voice.
Well, thank you.
That's Mocha's nervous voice. You do
I
realize we only have 6 people watching this, honey, and they're all people that we probably know anyway.
I want you to read me stories before I go to sleep. Like you have one of those voices. That would be awesome.
All right, so listen, I'm gonna screen share.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how to do a live hangout. Does that sound pretty good, Mocha?
Yes, since I'm doing one tomorrow and I have no idea how to do one.
Really? Okay. Well, this. Okay, let me screen share first. All right. So there we go. That's my Twitter. You can see that, right?
Hagbar just said 8 o'clock PST. What time is that? Is that 9 o'clock for
6
us?
o'clock. 8 o'clock PST is 10 o'clock. That's an
Oh,
hour
wow.
and 20 now.
Okay, cool.
So
So we'll
we
do
can-
this, and then I'll probably jump in that with him whenever at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, once I show you how to do it. So you can
Yeah.
see what's going on here, right?
Yeah.
You can see my screen here.
Yeah.
So you see up here, you can see my icon here.
Right.
See these dogs barking in the back? They're coyotes. They're not dogs.
Wow.
Coyotes, literally coyotes.
They're adorable.
Not really.
Well, they are to me.
Anyway, you see this upload? Okay? You see upload?
Uh-huh.
I'm pointing. Okay, so we're going to hit upload. And we see live streaming here, right? So we've got import
Okay.
videos and we've got live streaming, so you're going to hit get started. Alright, now this is where it gets confusing for me. Because up until that point, that was fairly obvious, right?
Right.
But here, you would think stream now. You would hit this, right? You would hit stream now in red.
Right.
So obvious. No, you don't. You hit events.
Okay. And what's cool is I can watch this back once you
Give me a
publish
second.
this.
My son's asking me something. Give me a second.
I'd like you to see something.
Oh, that's so cute.
What do you need, honey? You want to talk live right now? Say something. Say hi. No. Look. Say hello.
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Hi.
hi.
How adorable.
He's going all shy. I don't know why.
Mm.
You're not shy though, are you? We were just talking about you anyway.
Wait.
Yeah, we were saying how good you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You have a really awesome dad.
I have a really awesome dad, is what somebody just said. They can't hear you because I'm on a
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I am an awesome dad. Anyway, listen, you've got to bed. Go.
But then you need you to see.
Okay, can you guys just give me a couple of minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
switch to screen. So it's just there. There we go. Okay, I'll be back in a second, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Mocha,
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious about that. Like, will you read me a bedtime story sometime?
Sure.
That would be awesome.
Okay, once upon a time, there was a magical kingdom. And then a wicked witch came, burnt it to the ground, and everyone got turned to stone. The end.
I can't go to sleep now. Like, that was terrible.
But everybody was happy because of it. Because
Oh.
there was a huge famine that was going on in there.
Wow. Okay. Well, at least they're not starving anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been a fan of Devin's?
I was actually, I used to watch him from his first channel. I just didn't know who he actually was, but I would view some of his videos, and then I kind of, when he went to channel 3 is when I actually got fully invested into him. But technically I've been watching him and subscribed to him since the beginning.
Cool. Where are you from?
I'm from Tennessee,
Okay, you live
the
there
Bible
now?
Belt. Yeah.
Me too. I'm from Texas, so I know
Ugh.
how you feel.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
You hear they're still trying to make the Bible the book of the state?
Yeah, yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
And we will be
It's,
the last to get evolution into our schools.
yeah, it's rather. At least we have evolution here, you know.
Right. Yeah. Oh, y'all have evolution there?
Mhm.
I think in a lot of schools here, I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me. I think in a lot of schools here, we don't teach evolution.
I heard that as well because one of my well, a lot of my cousins live in Texas.
Mm.
So, you know, I hear stuff like that every once in a while, but at the same time, if they talk to me for like more than 5 seconds, then they go, "Shut up! We're tired of hearing about evolution." So I'm like, all right.
That's hilarious. I've seen you on a lot of the older podcasts with Devin.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I remember the first time, I think it was the first podcast I'd ever watched, and I saw you, and I was like, she sounds like the sweetest person in the entire world.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you just have that, like, that innocent voice.
Yeah, I hear that. Not a lot of people can take me seriously because of it.
No, I completely take you seriously. Like, I don't, that doesn't have any effect for me on that. Like, and I've heard you talk, so you sound like a very smart person.
Yeah, hey, I'm back. Hello. I'm sorry. Were you just trying to chat? Are you chatting up Mocha?
We've been chatting. I mean, we've been having a great conversation.
Yeah, he had me tell him a bedtime story and all that.
Bernard?
Sorry, just a sec.
Yeah, go ahead. We don't need him. We were having a very interesting conversation.
But that's actually one thing I really like about him, that his kids come first. You know, with a lot of YouTubers nowadays, they like push their kids to the side, and it's so refreshing actually seeing a dad that is so invested in their kids.
Yeah, yeah, that's really important.
Yeah, it's not like that Onision guy that pushes his kid to the side like every chance he gets.
Yeah. No,
You know what I'm
he
talking
seems
about,
like a
right?
really good dad. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
Onision. Oh, did you hear about my blocking? I've been like blocked by Steve Shives,
Wow.
what's his name, Matt
Who was it?
Dillahunty.
You've been blocked by Matt. What the hell did you say at Matt Dillahunty to get banned?
I pointed out that he gets paid $3,874.28 per video,
Mm-hmm.
and he tries to post like a video like every day. And I kind of did like a
Wow.
zoom in, like a screenshot, and then it was a zoom in, then it was a zoom in.
So this is the video that you made.
Oh no, I just posted it on Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I got an automatic block from Steve Shives, though. I never even talked to him,
Oh,
and
everybody
like,
does. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Mocha, when are you having your hangout tomorrow?
I'm having my hangout at 8 p.m. Central Time.
Do you already have a lineup?
I Devin said he's gonna try to make it. Drew said he more than likely will make it. Anthony said he might make it.
I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
And Kate, I always call her Katie. Kate said she might make it. I have Boris is gonna be there.
Cool. Cool.
Boris is there. Boris is he's a slag. Boris will be everywhere.
He asked.
Let me just do this real quick. Okay.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So if you have a YouTube channel, right, and I suppose I'll take this back to the basics. If you have a Gmail address and you watch videos on YouTube and like you have a YouTube account for that, you can log into YouTube and comment and rate videos, then technically you do have a YouTube channel. Although you don't even realize that you have a YouTube channel. This was me, right? I didn't realize that I had a YouTube channel. So, if you link your Google Plus account to your YouTube channel, you can start making and producing videos on YouTube. That's probably old news for most people, which is fine. But if you want to start streaming live and do a hangout, go back to the normal screen there. What most people would see from their YouTube screen. Now, I had to ask Lalo about this because I couldn't work it out myself. So this is my channel, right? This is how we'll see it. This is how most subscribers would see it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to do a live hangout from this screen, as long as you already have your Google Plus account linked to your YouTube account. Do you already have that, Mocha?
Mhm.
And you already have that, John?
Yeah.
You obviously, because you're already making videos. So you would go to upload. Okay, you're gonna hit upload there, and you were gonna go to get started down here by live streaming. We're gonna hit that. All right, now I explained this earlier in the video and probably too long and nobody's gonna watch it. But anyway, you would imagine that you're gonna hit stream now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't do that. You hit events.
Right.
Although that, you would imagine that's the thing to hit. That's what I kept hitting. I was like, I can't work this out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hit a new live event up here, and we can name it whatever we want. Test. We can go live now. Now, if I hit go live now, and you can change everything in here, and you can go to advanced settings. Now, this is the main thing. If you want live chat to work with going through this method, you have to make sure that this is already enabled. Enable live chat. But there are an awful lot of things you can change in here. Okay, you can make it that the video is private as soon as it's finished, and you have the choice of uploading it. You have the choice of monetizing it. You have bandwidth rates and shit like that, all sorts of crap, right? You can change all that. You can change all that if you want. Monetization, you can go there. You can monetize it. You have to have a live AdSense account if you want to do that. You're not going to make any money, so there's no point in doing that.
Right.
Unless for some reason this video goes viral. But it's not gonna. It'll be stupid. So you do this, right? You test, right? And you go and you hit go live now. Ready to go. You will now enter a Google Plus Hangout. Okay. So what it does is it opens up another window here. Okay. This is a new Google Hangout that I could now start. Now you see the. Oh my God! You don't want to see me there.
You just have to exit the browser.
Right, but I could start a new Hangout there. Right, I could copy this URL at the top.
Yeah.
I could start sending that to people.
Awesome.
Okay, that was the one thing I was actually curious about. I know it seems rather simple that it would be that, but at the same time, I just don't want to send the wrong things to people.
Well, it isn't just that. You can. I mean, there is another way to start it. Can you still see my screen?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there is another way to start it. There, you can just go to if you're not interested in live chat, if you don't, if you want to start it up really quickly, you just go to Google Plus, and there is another way to start it. If you're not interested in live chat, or if you're not even interested in recording it, you can just go to Hangouts on Google Plus. And you can go to Hangouts on Air, or you can even just go to Video Hangouts, right? A video hangout is just like a video call. It's not ever going to be recorded. You can do that. If you go to Hangouts on Air, and then just create a Hangout on Air, again, you can just create a name for it, and hit start. Now, what I came across with this is, if you have more than one Google Plus account, now I don't know if anybody here listening does. I have two. I have this guy here. Yeah, I don't know why I have. I've got this guy here who is named Texas BCFC, and I've got my Atheist Skullduggery channel. It seems to prefix to this one, and it won't start a Hangout on Air because that particular Google Plus account isn't linked to my YouTube account. It's the other one. It's the Atheist Skullduggery account. So when you hit share, like if I name this something like blah, 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 right, and I hit share, now watch what happens. There, look, click here to verify your YouTube account.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many times you click that shit, it's never going to work.
Yeah,
Now,
luckily all of mine are verified.
But watch, if I go up here and select my Atheist Skullduggery page, right, I can start the Hangout from there. I can do that. I can go to Hangouts, same thing, Hangouts on Air, start one, name it, blah, 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 and hit share. It will open it up, and it will open that next page up. So it's pretty easy, but doing it that way, you will have no live chat.
Okay.
Now, live chat's pretty fun, and you get a lot of complaints if you don't have live chat because people seem to enjoy it. So that's my
Yeah,
wife.
but I only have like a couple people that actually follow my YouTube, so
I'll
I probably only have
subscribe
like
to you.
one. I probably only have like one person get on, and that's probably one of my best friends, and he's only going to be there to laugh at me.
Yeah, but if you don't have live chat, then could you follow that through YouTube from that page? Is that easy enough? I mean, you can play it back, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's exactly the step-by-step process to how to do it. And you
Okay,
make sure you check advanced settings and make sure you've got live chat enabled. But I think live chat enabled is set by default, but it's just to be sure.
but if you go the long route, how do you go from not on air to live? That was one of the things that kind of perplexed me a little.
Okay, well, let me share my screen again.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's really easy.
Well, I just want all the
In fact, it's
bases
going to be a little bit
covered,
difficult.
so I don't
No,
like.
because it's going to mirror it, right? You see how we're looking. you see how it is down here.
I can't really see nothing yet.
If you look at the screen, it's like mirroring. It's like an endless mirror. But down here, you see this red button that says "Stop Broadcast." Right. Well, it actually says "Stop Sharing" right now. But before you actually start your Hangout, this button will be green. Instead of saying "Stop Broadcast," it will say "Start Broadcast."
Oh,
So
okay.
you can get people in there. Okay. So you send that link out. Once Google Plus creates that unique URL that you can copy and paste at the top of the screen. Tell me if you're with me, Marco.
I'm with you.
Okay, so once you can just literally copy that URL and just send it to people on Twitter via instant message.
Okay.
It's a unique Hangout. It's a unique URL that only those people will know.
All right.
And you could also post that link to your live feed on Twitter or your live feed on Facebook or whatever and get whoever you wanted in there. Now, there is another feature that I haven't quite mentioned, and it's during the process. You can edit comments, you can moderate comments, you can do all sorts of stuff. But you're not really going to have to worry about any of that because you don't have any subscribers.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't have enough. And then I don't have enough subscribers. I don't have enough subscribers to even worry about that. You know what I mean? It's not.
Well, like I said, I only have like 57, I think.
All right. Well, so you share your screen and show me how to set a Hangout up. You should do that now.
How do I share screens?
Okay. So you see the little green icon to the top left there on your screen. And that will start sharing the screen that you're looking at. But the screen that you're looking at is like a mirror. It's going to mirror everything that you're looking at. So you need to kind of open a different window up.
All right. So just the full screen or just the Google Hangout?
If you just hit the green button first.
I already hit the green button, and it like gave me like 3 options.
On to the left there.
Yeah, I hit the green arrow, and then it said to the full screen, the Google Hangout, Mozilla Firefox.
I'm sorry, entire screen.
Okay.
I mean, don't have any porn pulled up or something you don't want anybody to see. Should I say? You don't kind of want that, because everybody will be able to see what is on your computer then.
Yeah, I don't have nothing.
No, I understand that.
I'm a good kid.
So okay, so you're sharing it. Were you sharing it then? Okay,
Yeah.
share it. There we go. Okay, you did it then. This is just a test, so if anybody's bored, just don't watch. So come on, Marco, try it. Hit the green button.
I've already hit the green button.
Anthony, every time you talk, it pulls your screen up.
Oh, maybe it's because I'm hosting it. Yeah, it could be that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, she has to talk to get hers back up, and then when you talk, it pulls your picture up.
Okay, so I'll mute myself, and you mute yourself, John, and we'll try that. Okay, Marco, try sharing your screen again.
Alrighty. Is it showing now, or do you want me to retry?
No, I can see it.
Alright. Don't know why it's moving so slow. So just the enable live stream. So I probably have to do all that first. So I'm probably gonna have to do that on my own time, and I'll just rewatch what you say, and I'll just figure it out from there.
No, it's okay. Do it right now.
Oh, all right. Just create a live event.
Yeah, I guess.
You'll have to talk again, Mocha, to bring your screen back up.
Oh, I'm so sorry. um. And then I just press the go live now.
Yep.
All right.
X out of the Hangout real quick.
Oh, X out of it?
Yeah, not this one. But it says you're already in a video call, so you can't do it.
All right.
Okay, now okay, say something. The only thing I missed there is you need to make sure you go to advanced settings.
Okay.
Say something, Mocha.
I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry.
Always enough. It just gets the screen back to you.
All right. So now I was just saying the Google Hangout is live on air and all that. So the only thing to really do is just next time just go to the advanced settings and all that.
Well, okay. So what? Yeah. The one step I missed there is before you hit the go live now, you have the little tab there and it says basic, advanced settings, and something else. And you can monetize it and all that kind of shit, which there's no point even going there.
Yeah.
So the main thing is to go to advanced settings and make sure that the live chat box is ticked. And I'm pretty sure it's ticked by default, which is fine. Okay. So I think when I checked with Lalo, it was already checked.
Okay.
But I had messed with the setting. I'd gone from standard settings to custom settings. Now, if you go to custom settings, and this is to John as well. I mean, he might want to do this. I don't know if you want to do this in the future, but if you go to advanced settings, then other than standard settings or basic settings, you can go to custom settings. You can then install a video decoder, so you can share screens like in a more presentable way, so that I don't have to disconnect my friggin' headphones and shit like that. It's just like you can have split screen, you can do all sorts of crap. So you can do all that sort of stuff as well if you're nerdy enough. And I say nerdy, I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but if you're nerdy enough to get into that, then that's fine. I don't have the time or anything like that, but I've learned how to screen share and things like that, and it can be quite successful. We did it last night or whatever, and admittedly it got the Hangout barred because I screen shared a clip from ITV, which is a new channel in England, and they were all over that. So every time you talk now, you can see where you're screen sharing. So go back to where you were.
Oh, you mean just go to the basic information or to the advanced settings?
Well, there you see it. Look, you see enable live chat. It's already checked. So you're already good to go. So you can just if you go to stop sharing, if you can see that. No, it's not on that screen. You'll see it on the Google kind of Hangout thing. You'll have a. It should just come up and just say stop sharing.
All right.
Not on that screen though. It's not you. It's not your YouTube page. It's go back to the chat thing. There you go.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Everybody's got to learn, right? There we go. Stop sharing. So, but if you do it live and you can do it right, then you can do it all the time.
All right.
So I don't mind this shit being shared on my channel. Like people may get something from it. Like if you know how to do a live hangout now, you can see where the pitfalls are. You can see where you see where you can fuck up, and see how to get yourself out of it. And that's the thing. It's not. I mean, these are the things that I've just learned just by trial and error. When I first I hosted. That was when my YouTube channel started. With that first hangout I did with Devon. I was thinking, fuck, I'm hosting Atheism is Unstoppable on my channel. Or this didn't even know I had a channel. So I kind of looked into it a little and tried to work things out. But it was still, I still didn't know what I was doing. But you just kind of learn from experience, and hopefully, if anybody gets anything from this, then they'll realize that anybody can talk to anybody online.
Yeah, they'll see that
Mocha's
dumb when it comes to electronics.
Well, it just works out how to do a live hangout with live chat.
Yeah, but I'm very as soon as I hear it once and I do it once, I usually have it. But before then, I'm like, what? What's that? What's the color of grass? What's sky? How do I door?
Oh, you mean your brain doesn't work?
Yeah, it just takes me a second to process everything, and then as soon as I got it, I memorize it.
Well, the thing was, you're hosting a hangout tomorrow, right?
Yes, at 8 p.m.
Yeah. So does that in itself does it give you butterflies in your stomach?
Oh yeah. Drew said he's gonna be on, so. And I've talked to him before on Skype. He's a really nice guy.
Yes, he is.
But still, at the same time, it's just like, oh my God, he's gonna be on my channel. And then you said you might be on.
Why should that bother you, really?
Well,
Because you like talking on the phone. You're not bothered about talking to me right now. Or maybe you are.
Yeah, but you're good at what you do. Me, I'm a novice.
I'm not. I mean, if you can successfully talk on a telephone and be interested on a telephone, then you can be interested online. That's the way I see it. I mean,
yeah.
When people don't want to get off the phone. Sorry, John. Yeah,
no, it's okay.
Dude, if you start playing The Simpsons, you'll get me.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. YouTube is tripping right now.
Yeah, fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if a clip from 20 years ago can get a hangout immediately barred.
Right.
I'll start putting Comedy Central straight on there because I'll be fucked up, dude. Yeah. No, playing Josh's clip was fine because that's for critiquing purposes. So I'll do that again. We can play other people's YouTube clips, and we can definitely do that. I don't know how it seemed to work.
Yeah, but the only reason I was just trying to make fully sure, because I don't want to pull a Canadian atheist and have him looking stupid the entire time before you got on.
Meaning what though? Are you talking about your hangout tomorrow?
Yeah, you know how he just had this very long, boring.
Well, no, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Would it? No, it wouldn't be because you're not. No. What you're worried about is that you're going to be too nervous to talk.
Yeah, well.
Right. So
if I have a lot of comfortable people, even today, because I've never talked to Boris one-on-one, I asked him if he would like to talk, just so I won't be uncomfortable. Turns out he's a nerd, just like I am, so that's actually a plus.
Right, and you just one of the main things with a hangout is you try and keep it on one subject, okay? But you have to let the conversation flow. I mean, that's You're probably not going to have that problem. You're not going to have 10 people in your Hangout with people wanting to come in. And that's,
Well, like a
and
lot
that,
of
but
people
that's a
are
good
wanting
thing.
to come in, which is the weird thing.
Well, if you want to have a conversation, like me and Boris talked, right? And we talked for 20, 30 minutes before we actually got anybody else in there, and that was just a Hangout that evolved.
Mhm.
And that may or may not happen, but you can't expect that to happen. But as a host, what you need to do is you need to at least try and keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to kind of listen to what's going on. You're not going to have tons of invites coming in, right?
Yeah.
So you are able to just concentrate on what people are talking about and just be involved in the conversation. Now, you also, if you want to be kind of more interactive with it, you can have one ear out on Twitter. You know what I mean, and tweet out that, hey, I'm talking to so and so, I'm talking to so and so right now, and da 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 da. If you can do that and hold the conversation together, then good luck. But it's pretty difficult.
Well, I am a woman. That's like our forte.
Well, you're bringing sex. You're bringing the sex into it. There, I'm not. Men can multitask. I know. I know. So, no, I'm just saying that it can be quite difficult.
Bye.
Huh?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I gotta head out. But
Okay, fine.
thank you very much, Anthony. Like that's really gonna help me out. So thank you.
Yeah. Are you going to do that hangout with Hagbard tonight?
I am. Yeah, we're gonna be doing that at 10 o'clock. So, and it's open if anyone sees this and they want to get in. I mean, I don't care who comes. I just want to ask them a couple questions. So anyone that wants to come.
Pimp yourself out. Pimp yourself out. What's the channel called?
Primetime music videos.
There you go.
Yeah, and I'll probably put the link on Twitter. So.
Right, do it. No,
Mocha, I don't know if you follow me. I follow you, so you should follow me.
I had to find you, to be honest, because I have a very bad habit. I try to follow as many people as I can, but it seems like I always am either too lazy or I get distracted.
I literally just followed you, so it'll be in your notifications.
All right, I'll look real quick. Oh God, I have so many notifications.
All right, well, take it easy, man, and we'll see you later.
Yeah,
See
I'm
you
sorry
later.
to help you with that.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, the conversation tomorrow, because I haven't really talked to you about it, have I?
No.
Would you mind if I talk to you about it? I don't want to just, like, come on a thing and then just, like,
You talk to me, Margaret. Go for it.
All right. Pretty much it's just a random, easygoing conversation because, like a whole bunch of conversations I've been seeing on Hangouts have either been like highly stressful or on these humongous topics. So I just want like a kind of a chill hangout where we can talk about, what kind of music we like to. That's what I would kind of like to hear is, the weird music, well, weird, quote unquote, not, I guess, mainstream that you like in a way, and like what's your favorite, what stuck out to you, what lyrics may have stuck out to you, and all that. and then whatever you want to talk about, because I really don't, it's just a chill hangout.
I have some thoughts on that, but I guess I should save it, because I do have some thoughts on that are quite emotive to me with regards to music, because music gives me chills. It's one of those mediums that there are some people that you come into contact with in day-to-day life, and music is no part of their life.
Yeah,
whether they play it or whether they listen to it, like Boris plays it and obviously listens to it and loves it and all that kind of thing. Whereas I have played the guitar, but I haven't played a musical instrument in 25 years. But but the thought of it engages me. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I used to play, but my lungs went out, my wrists went out, so I can't play anymore.
Was it a wind instrument? Or?
I used to play the flute, I used to play the violin, I used to play the piano, and I used to play the little like kazoo.
Okay. So do you smoke cigarettes or?
What happened was when I got diagnosed with RHS, they put me on pure oxygen because I was rushed to the ER, and it kind of just messed up my lungs to the point where I can't even blow up a balloon.
No puff.
No puff.
No puff.
No puff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, music speaks to me in a way that most things, like, it calms me down. Like, I hear what you and Devin were talking about on how, the Canadian atheist listens to that scream stuff, and I hate to...
the scream metal stuff.
Yeah, and I hate to admit it, but I actually do as well. Probably is not as much as him, but when, the emotions arise, you like to hear some sort of brutality so you don't lash out, I guess, in a way. Because I
guess.
Well, I work 2 stressful jobs. It's the only reason,
Hey, well,
I'm in constant stress.
But that's the beauty of music, though, isn't it? I mean, nobody's going to tell anybody that their choice is wrong.
Yeah, and I hate when people do, like, not really hate in a way,
but Yeah, but anybody who says, well, I think what you like is wrong, if it's to do with music or art or anything like that, then they're clearly wrong. It doesn't matter what they're saying. It doesn't matter what they then say, because art is so subjective. It's the eye of the beholder.
Yes.
Whether you see the beauty in, it's there is no right or wrong, and that's the beauty of it.
That's very true. And my music, like, it branches from, I guess, what you would call mainstream, all the way into the underground, to classical, to opera. I even like opera. So I'm like, my musical spectrum's all over the place.
Yeah, I get very touched by music. Music can make me cry. Like, some classical music can give me goosebumps. You know what I mean? And it's, I don't know, music can emote so many emotions for me. It's incredible.
It's the same
with me. It's definitely something that I'm very interested in. I wish I could play an instrument successfully, but I don't. I should have said I can't. I don't play an instrument successfully. I choose not to. But
sometimes you just get so busy, with the day-to-day life that you just don't have time.
Maybe when I retire, I could. When
the kids grow up and out of the house, like, you pick up the guitar.
Yeah.
And then your wife goes, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "No."
Yeah. No, she'd love that. No, she'd love that.
Sorry, I was doing like the stereotypical,
wife,
like, "What do you think you're doing?" Nothing.
I'm just playing a double bass.
Yeah. What do you think you like hide it under the bed. I'm doing nothing, honey.
You keep really playing a double bass for 3 months. She's never noticed. You've got an inattentive wife. Yeah. So, yeah.
But most things that ever touch me is more like an opera, really. But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I seem to, unfortunately, go for more of the darker kind of operas, because those seem to touch me more, like sorrow. The sorrowful operas touch me more than, I will feel, joyful if I'm listening to, certain types of joyful opera, but I'm very selective on that.
Yeah, when I was younger, I was introduced to a medium that I would never imagine ever being into, and it was ballet, right?
Oh, ballet is beautiful.
But it was modern ballet. It was done by, I can't remember what company did it, but it was ballet of, like, Dracula, or ballet of whatever, right? And they do these modern, contemporary sort of versions of an old story, but done in ballet, and it'd be a lot of theatrical, of acrobatics and stuff like that. Absolutely amazing. And I think I saw 3. I can't remember quite what they were. I do know Dracula was one of them. I think The Hunchback of Notre Dame was another one.
Bet that was awesome. I love that story.
Fantastic. This is like when you're literally just standing up at the end applauding, because it was amazing.
Unfortunately, the only ballet I've ever saw of modern was Grease. And it wasn't
even that sounds interesting.
And it was like an operatic ballet, and I won tickets on a radio. And I mostly are just like, whatever, I'm just going to call in just for shits and giggles. And I actually got in, and they wanted to know who sang Under Pressure. And I'm like, that's easy.
Under Pressure.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, we know who that was. Yeah.
And then
you're
they said,
way younger than me. I mean, you're you're digging deep into history of music when you're.
Oh yes, I love like a lot
like
of
Live Aid.
metal.
Do you remember Live Aid?
Yes.
Maybe we should talk about this tomorrow. I don't know. I remember where I was in Live Aid. When Live Aid was on TV, I remember where I was. It was in London, obviously in, was it New York or Los Angeles? I can't quite remember.
Oh,
The
wow.
other half of it was in America.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure somebody will correct me. But I know one part of it was at Wembley Stadium, where I've been to that stadium before it doesn't even exist anymore. It's been demolished and rebuilt.
Yeah.
I remember where I was. It was in whatever fucking year it was. I always think about these things and I can't remember what year it was. It was 1980, very early 1980s. The old Bob Geldof thing and give me your fucking money and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember any of this, Milker? I'm talking about these things and you'll go, I don't really know what he's talking about.
No, I actually do because my mom and my father are old school. Like, my mom got a boob signed by the lead singer.
Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Where the Milker drop out? Mm-hmm. Come on, Milker, you're leaving me hanging, honey. Jesus Christ. Yeah, she's gone. So anyway, that was how to start a Hangout through YouTube. Thank you very much. Goodbye.